What's up, guys? So my DeLorean is finished now. I just built it today. I just finished it up, and I kind of want to give you guys a tour of it. So let me just get a lift real quick here. So this is it. This is what it looks like from preview pictures. See underneath stuff like that. But I want to take your tour of the car. So looks like this when it comes out on the lift. Quite big, front license plate, but it sits pretty good, nothing there, no lag whatsoever. You see no lag. So there's some things I need to do for opening doors and shit, because the way it works. And you might notice the window is missing something, and that's correct. That's because when I make these sort of windows, I do not make that black stripe. There's supposed to be a black stripe. Um, but I do not want to do that because I have to spend hours and hours trying to get something very cool out of that. So I just completely leave it. Um so let's take a look at the hood, because there was so much hype about the hood. Well, there's not really anything actually, just this gas flap, but it just, you know, ordinary gas filter, right? So that's really all. There's a very flat hood. Front with the license plate added in here, sits on a bracket here. I made, and yeah. So let's open the front door if it wants to. Well, what I do if it does this, I paint the door and it strikes up. So from the looks of it, this is the interior. There's a speedometer, a little bit glitchy, but still there. Um, there's the switches. There's a controller there. And there's the back window, and there's that little switch over here where you can open the engine cover. We'll get more to that later. There's the steering wheel and the steering arm here. The carpet, I've not put any pedals in. I can actually do that right now. Um, so pedals would sit down here. Obviously, makes sense. Um, I have to mount them a little bit better, but for now it just looks like that. Really attend what it really actually was gonna look like. So let's hop onto the passenger side real quick. Close the door off here while that one closes. It looks so good. So the passenger side is over here. The door works first try, I see. Probably actually gonna kind of make the speed of the doors opening a little bit faster, but so this is the glove compartment. There is two ducts, a toilet roll, and a mug. Why does it say change rotation every time? Hmm. So there's a duck, two ducks, toilet paper, and a mug. And your switch is right here, because I could not make a switch on top of the glove box, which is really on the glove box. Well, we got some different style of carping going on. We got darkish gray and black. So the black parts are what the leather is, the leather, plastic leather, whatever it is in the DeLorean, and the bottom is gray carpet. And this car does include a battery. Here, in here, there's a little battery compartment where the original car has it. Um, so that's just a little attention to detail. Um, and let's go behind back. So this is the back bumper. It looks strange right now, you might think, but this light here is a reflector. It's not a typical it's not a light that does anything. It's just a reflector. Um, a reflect. That's what it's called. I think yeah, reflect. It's just a reflector. My bad. Um, so I made a license plate Scrapper O1. That's the same as on the front. If we went to the front, that says Scrapper O1 too. Um, seats a little bit raised because of your character is a dwarf. So for his purpose, door, door still inside. Not really done anything here. Don't have done any detailing yet. Um, here these panels around the sides. You have seen this if you saw the live stream. Up top here is very exciting. We got the louvers. I tried my best to do the louvers, but they're kind of hard, so I tried my best. Um, can open by using this switch right here because it has another switch, but that switch is too large for this little thing, so I just implemented it in the bumper, which is totally fine. So just paint it. You just paint the louver real quick, so make it go up. And then here is your engine cover, or my engine cover. I tried to replicate the most original type of spec. I tried to get the most, accurate one, and it actually worked. So it in the DeLorean you'll see that it has these. If you come to the side, it has like these going up a little bit. It's like going up, but it's like, you know, this here is, you see, this is not real. This is not on the real DeLorean. It's not real. That's why I say it's not real. I made a hole here for the louvers, because before, when there was a big block, this thing would make this thing not fit. So I made a wedge there to just make it fit real quick, so it won't be anything. So else everything's pretty normal. When you then enter the car, if I can get inside again, and then we can click this. There's a little button here. I don't know if you can see it. Oh, you can easily see it. This button, if you pull this thing, the engine cover opens, and it looks like this. So it's like the real car. But the thing is, in the real car, you have to go out and open it. But here I made it open for you because. And here's the Peugeot. The Peugeot, Renault, and Volvo V6 engine, 2.8 liter. I think that's what it is. This is a cooling thing. Some coolant tank. I didn't really put as much detail here because I just wanted the engine, some of the frame, and that would be it. And then a massive exhaust system at the bottom. Here's a wire that goes to the side of the car. It's something in this air filter thing. It got belts and stuff. It actually works. Um, but wait, did I forget to put that in here? I think I did. Let me just add it in there if I did. Yeah. Well, yikes. That doesn't matter. Just install that real quick. Don't worry about it. As I said, I do not want to put any licensing on the car. I don't want to, put DMC, DeLorean on it, because that's not right. Because I don't own the company. So back here, these three lines right here, if you think they're weird, those are called fuel lines. I've made so one they go to the back of the engine and goes to the gearbox. I don't know why you want to do that, but it's just for some detail, so not just a pale engine. I kind of wanted some little bit of detail, attention going on. So, I mean, that's pretty much what it was about. So, that's the engine compartment, really. Engine bay and stuff like that. Nothing really special about this other than a 2.8 liter PRV V6. So, let's close it. So, you close it by putting that button, it goes down. Close the louvers if I can hit that switch. So the louvers should fall shut now, as you can see. There we go. And I mean, the pedals, they actually kind of bug me a little bit, not gonna lie. But probably, yeah, there's all the spider web if you want to see that. All the connections. There's a lot. So let's take a look at the features the car can do. So when you hop in, it turns on and it can rev. But then when you sit here, this is what it looks like in first person. So I have made so when you press the button 2, then you turn on the switch that's next to the AC unit. You see it over there, right there. My cursor, that thing turns on. What it does is it turns on the front lights and the back two lights. These are the real lights that are on the DeLorean. Um, but let's talk about that. See, button number 3 is the horn. So yeah, the horn works phenomenal. Actually, this is the location. The car has its horn in real life too. And then when you press 4, that goes to reverse, which turns on the reverse lights. Um, yeah, that's the horn. So let's go check out some places where I've put stuff that I have coded and stuff in, like logic gates and stuff like that in the DeLorean. So in front here, because I could not make the trunk, as you guys saw in the stream, if any of you guys was in there, I couldn't build the trunk. So I completely scrapped the trunk, and then I made so that the trunk is, so the trunk has ability, or the so-called trunk, which is not, has logic things in them. You guys probably understand what it is about if I can find where it is. Yep, right here. Oh, yeah. Just gonna remove this real quick. So you see, when I'm opening this compartment, uh, this is what it looks like. So I'm gonna quickly repair what I did right here. Some of it wasn't needed. So the gas flap sits by a bearing, which I'm really gonna fix right now real quick, because, well, I did not mean to do that. Did not mean to destroy my own car. So, wait, do I not? Oh my god. There you go. Oh, I'm gonna hook this up again. Now, there. Yep. No, I'm just gonna do that really shortly. See, so this is, you can probably, you don't know what the fuck is that, toad butts with drums? Yes, it is. And the reason for that is, I have a very smart system I've learned this off a guy, who did this very smart system. I basically copy it. There's two, in fact, if you don't know. What it basically is you understand these D and A converter. So what I do is when I sit in the seat and I press A, for instance, the turn signals come on. It's an automatic turn signal system. And it has a little bit as a sound for you. And also the dash lights, the dashboard light also turn on. Check. But if I click it twice, it makes it kind of confuses it a bit. So when I only press it once, it does it properly. So it just gets on, goes to the other side. So that's the turn signal. So you see that it turns here. The red light behind here you don't see flashing. It's a marker light. It took me a while to find that out. But I now that's a marker light instead of also this one up here is supposed to be a marker as well, but many people convert it to a turn signal, so I just do that too on mine. That's why you hear that that's why you hear that yeah, that drum tote butt. It's just for giving it, when you know, an indication sound that you're actually turning your car. So that's what really does that. Let me cover that hole up again. I'll show you another place I also have things. So yeah, this is really. Wait, let me actually hit that up again. Oh wait, what? So now the gas flap can open again. There we go. There we go. Now let's go to the passenger side real quick, because that's where it is. So there's here, that's called a relay compartment, and it goes from here to here. Actually here, yeah. No, it does not. Just there. Yep. So this is the relay compartment. It isn't the real car behind this shelf. It's a shelf back here. There's also a net here, but so many DeLoreans don't have that. So these two right here, the one that you see here, over here, the one to the left here, that's the engine cover. The other one is not in use, so that's not. There's really a non-used relay here. I can see that. That's quite cool, actually. I don't use this one. Probably I can use it, but I. This is the T-flop switch. That's what makes this button to open that engine cover. This is a S converter that does something pretty cool. I'm gonna demonstrate that. Um, I just popped it in here for aesthetic reasons. I don't know why I popped it in there. I just wanted it there. And then I have the two doors here. These are for the doors. These edge ones I'm pointing at, they're for the doors. And then this is for the. Is it the louver? Yeah, that's for the louver. So this one is for the louvers. So it's the relay compartment. I have one free relay. Hmm. I mean, that's kind of cool. Close this up. Um, I mean, I need to fix those pedals, but yeah. Actually, in the real car, there is switches here for the windows and stuff, but my car doesn't have windows, so I just think that it's best if I leave out windows, cause I know I'm not gonna make windows. I will probably in the future um, add some windows that makes fucking detail and shit, but not yet. Uh, I would say I'm inexperienced with scrap mechanics windows, and there's not really good in glass mods to make these unique style in windows the DeLorean has. So at this moment, I'm just gonna not think about it. Um, that seems fair for me. This button over here is supposed to be the hazard lights, but I've not done hazards yet. I've not learned to do hazards yet, so I just put that as the radio. Um, there is a flaw on my car that is not on the real DeLorean, of course. The vents in the dashboard. I had to include these, and in the real car, they're on top of the radio. But for me, they're on the side because I thought that if I copy too much, that's just bad. So I did not want to copy the original DeLorean. So I wanted to make my own kind of style at the same time. So I figured I just gonna do it this way, and it works totally fine as well. So yeah, I mean, what's more to say about this car? I mean, really, it's really fascinating. I really do love what I've like got here. Um, so I think we should take it on a drive. Actually, no, wait. We can wait. We can check the body real quick. Actually, too, the frame. It's actually very fascinating to check that. Don't need to be wasting time closing these doors, but it's cool to see them close. And then gonna go here, raise it up. So it's lagging now, and excuse the lag, but it's not your video, it's my game. But here's the frame. So this front frame suspension thing, whatever, is a little bit less than I wanted. I wanted a lot more. The thing is, the DeLorean drive is better, and just like that. So here's the pipe that goes along down. We're gonna take more look at the back. These points here, they're missing. You see, they're missing half blocks. That's needs to be there because the car has lifting points where you're gonna lift the car. Um, so that's what I used to have, and I had that for a while. I have a project coming up where I'm gonna be building the DeLorean factory again. I tried that with one of my friends, and we built the factory. But the thing was, or the problem was, that Scrap Mechanic had a huge update, so that I could not uh, build the oldest things I had when I had that factory. So I wasted a bunch of hours where I built this non-stop, doing everything for it and having lifts and shit. You could lift the DeLorean up and stuff. I wasted tons of hours on that, but now it's all gone. I can't do that anymore. Uh, so now I've got this car, so I kind of want to make a new factory and do the thing. But let's put it down because it lags a whole lot when I don't put it down. Just stop lagging once it hits the ground. Yep, there you go. So let's take a look at the back end here. The back end is a very, very cool. Um, so what it basically is it's this frame that goes out in an extension. I know this looks glitched, but it's supposed to be there. So about that. It's supposed to be here because it's a bracket that holds this muffler section back here. So you see the engine, you see the gearbox, but the thing is, there's these there's these forks or whatever you call them with pipes in them. It's like an arm, an axle arm that goes into the bottom here. Um, and this is the exhaust section. So it goes from the back there, connects together, goes out, goes down here, goes into this big section. It is in real life, both ways, of course, and then it goes up here. I wanted to support this, but it doesn't work on the other side, so I just thought I would leave it out. And then out to this exhaust tip. So that's really just the exhaust system, and here you can see the belt system too. So there's not really much to it, all there, although that I forgot to paint this air filter box. But yeah, I mean, that's it. That's the DeLorean, and I kind of want to paint um, these sort of need to be painted a little bit. All right, so I think that's all. And also, I also put screws here because in real life, the DeLorean has 5 screws to tighten it. You see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 in there. There's one big here, which one that includes the DMC logo too. But so let's drive it and take a look at the features. So the door still doesn't want to open, as usual. Um, let's hit the door. Oh, that's the horn. Let's hit the door closed. So, I mean, I'm just gonna warn you right now. It's gonna lag a little bit throughout this because I've had multiple. Yeah, it still lags a little bit. But the steering is still phenomenal, as I made it in the live stream. The car drives not that well, but it does. So you can turn the car, D, that's to right, and then A is to left. You have the lights button if you really want to turn them on. You have the horn, have reverse lights. So now, when I drive, you see the car gets moving. It kind of... See, that's very less power for what the car really needs. So I'm just gonna hop out real quick and get on some power in the engine. That's really my fault. I did not put power in it. Let's just open the engine real quick. My DeLorean models are more for show rather than you driving them. Because they just don't work as drivable cars. So I'm gonna max this totally because it won't work else. So it's gonna make these two close. Fuck. No, it's not gonna close at the same. There we go. Alright, there you go. So I'm gonna demonstrate now. So this car won't drive now. Will drive now a little bit. So see, it's very laggy to drive it. Not that much actually, I'm gonna lie. The engine fan and stuff like that are getting spinned in the back. The car turns nicely too. And I mean, this lags way too much. No, just gonna say to drive. But the car looks phenomenal still. And then when I drive and I press the brake button, when you brake, look at this. This is phenomenal, y'all. It turns on brake lights. You see? Turns on brake lights there. So you should be driving and then it turns on brake lights when you stop, basically. So it's very laggy. I'm very sorry about that. But these cars are not meant to be driven. These cars are meant to be show off, for show off and, show your friends. They got the mods, they get in your map, you show this to them, they like it or whatever they do. So, yeah. That's really all about this car. I mean, it's more for showcase rather than actually for driving it. So, just to let you know. So, if it keeps lagging after you've driven it, you just need to put it on the lift again and it should totally stop. I added 3 lights instead of 2 because it just looked more reasonable with 3 because 2 was just too small and too little for me. So I put 3, so that makes good looking. So I'm probably gonna update this sometime, but right now this is what the DeLorean looks like, and I do like it, and I hope you guys do too. That's really all the video is about, really, just showing the car. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video and liked the car. I definitely had fun showing you guys around it, and yeah, I'll see you guys next time when I'm live streaming, if I am, sure, soon, or yeah, live streaming is I'm gonna do that soon. So I'll see you guys later. Okay, bye.